The call came from a man who was supposed to be dead in 1979 in California. 7-year-old Steven Steiner left school like he always did. Same sidewalk, same houses, same distance. His mother watched him disappear around the corner. She expected him back in minutes. He never arrived. When the sun started going down, his parents knew something was wrong. They walked the route themselves, called his name, checked with neighbors. No one had seen anything. No screams, no running, no struggle, just silence. Police were called that night. Officers searched the area with flashlights, backyards, alleys, drainage ditches, nothing. The next morning, the search exploded. Dogs, helicopters, volunteers lining the streets. Steven's photo was everywhere. Schools, stores, gas stations. His parents didn't sleep. They sat by the phone, waiting for a call that never came. Days passed, then weeks, then months. Police followed every lead. A white van. A man seen talking to a child. A strange car parked too long. All dead ends. Eventually, the search slowed. Posters faded in the sun. People stopped asking questions. But Steven's parents never stopped looking. They set an extra plate at dinner, left his room untouched, listened for footsteps at night. Every knock at the door felt dangerous. Every phone call made their hearts stop. Years passed. Steven was declared missing and then presumed dead. His parents were told to move on. They never did. What no one knew was that Steven was alive. He had been taken by a man who pretended to be safe. The man told him his parents didn't want him anymore, that they never looked, that no one was coming. Steven was given a new name, a new story, a new life built on lies. He was controlled, watched, threatened. Every attempt to ask for help was shut down. Years passed. Steven grew from a child into a teenager. He learned to survive by staying quiet, by obeying. Until one night changed everything. Steven overheard a conversation, not about him, about another child, a younger boy. Plans were being made. That's when Steven understood something clearly. If he stayed silent, this would never stop. He realized the truth about the people who took him. They didn't just want children for themselves. Some were being trafficked. Some were being exploited. Some were sold into the darkest corners of the world. Steven didn't know all the details, but he knew enough to understand that staying quiet meant more lives could be lost. So Steven made a decision, the most dangerous one of his life. One night, when the man was asleep, Steven took the younger boy by the hand. They ran. No money, no phone, no car, only fear. They walked through the night, cold air, empty roads, miles of darkness. Steven kept repeating one thing in his head, his home address, the address his mother once made him memorize. At sunrise, they reached help. Police were called. At first, no one believed him. The voice was wrong, too deep, too old. But when Steven said his name, everything changed. The phone rang, in a house that hadn't heard good news in 7 years. Steven's mother answered, and heard a voice she never thought she'd hear again. "Mom, it's me, Steven." She collapsed. Steven was alive. He had survived 7 years, and he had saved another child. The man who took him was arrested. The truth came out slowly. The manipulation, the isolation, the lies. Steven returned home a stranger, older, quiet, different. His parents had their son back, but they could never get back the years. Steven tried to live a normal life, but the past never fully let go. Years later, Steven died in an accident. Suddenly, tragically. Only then did the full story reach the world. Today, this case is studied by the FBI because it shows something terrifying. Evil doesn't always look violent. It doesn't always rush. Sometimes, it waits. It speaks calmly. It pretends to help, and sometimes it walks a child home from school, and sometimes